What up, y'all? Back at you again. It's your boy Onslaught Tree, back with another episode of 16 Bars for you. I got our books here with me today. Old book, what's good?
Life, man.
Life is good?
It's a journey.
Life is a journey?
That's it. It's a journey,
That's
man.
what's good about it.
That is true. Sa the God is here with us today. Sa, what's good?
Ah, man. Just, I guess the world as it is. Just
These guys look down and out today, man. We need some.
It's been a long week.
I gotta start bringing some cappuccinos up in here to wake these guys up,
Coffee
man.
does not do it for me, man.
Coffee does it for me.
You don't got some
day.
shot of Hennessy.
Every
Yo,
day.
man. This is episode 30,
30?
the big 3-0.
How you say in Spanish?
Treinta.
I didn't know.
I'm
Something's
gonna
going
take
on.
that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go on down, hit that subscribe button.
Indeed.
Don't forget to hit the bell notifications to be notified of all our new content coming up. Tell a friend, tell a family member about the show, and please leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about the show. All right. So no physical copy this week, fellas. What album are we going with this week?
I thought you were gonna say where are we going this week, like you usually do.
Well,
You just screwed up the whole thing.
I just
man.
switched it out. Where are we going?
To the bridge. The bridge.
Queensbridge?
Queen-
Queensbridge? All
Only
right.
one bridge.
There's only one bridge?
They got many bridges, but there's only one
bridge.
Queensbridge.
All
Only
right.
one bridge.
Yo, this week, this album is called
Down by law.
by who?
MC Shan.
MC
Marley
Shan. All right, so yo, album was released on August 8th, 1987. Well, we're back in the 80s. 10 tracks on the album, one kind of remix track. So we're looking at maybe 9 tracks on the album. Sai, what you going with album length this week?
47 minutes.
47 minutes? Oh, what you got?
48.
48 minutes. Album length, 45 minutes and 3 seconds. Sai takes it this week. And the producer on this album was Marley Marl.
We did the whole album.
Marley Marl did a few albums. We did a few albums so far. And Marley Marl is credited in
Back then, right?
in production,
Yeah,
man.
the only one.
All right.
This one.
I forgot which ones it was, but Marley Marl has been involved with a couple albums
Yeah.
that we did so far. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's go. Track number 1, which is called Jane, Jane, stop this crazy thing.
That track is basically about a girl that just becomes a addict, crack addict. She started out.
Which was heavy back in those days.
Oh
Crack,
yeah,
man.
back in the late '80s, crack
Started
was
out with
everywhere.
the little woolly blunts.
Started out with the woolies,
And
and
before you know it,
just full heroin.
just give me the glass
beat
pipe.
me up, Scotty.
Just give me that pipe.
Let me ask you a question while we're here.
No, I never smoked crack.
If everybody was smoking crack back in the days, right, and it was considered an epidemic, right? Everybody nowadays, not everybody, but a lot of people nowadays smoke weed. Is weed an epidemic?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because unlike crack, weed doesn't have you selling your TV to get a high again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Weed doesn't have you doing those things. Crack had you doing those things. You was ready to steal from your mama.
Everybody. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just to get it.
To get what you had to get. There's a difference. And I think a lot of those people that seen what was happening with those crackheads and those people realized to stay the hell away from it. But let's just touch on a little bit real quick while we there.
About crack?
About crack and about black people in crack and white people in opioids. See, now, when crack was in the thing and we was doing it, they was locking us up and giving us a lot of jail time and saying that it's bad, we doing bad things. But it's addiction, no different. But now they have an opioid addiction, and guess what? Oh, you need rehab.
You need help.
Because guess what? It ain't no black people on no opioids, it's all these white people. See the difference now? See how things change? But it's the same addiction. When we did it for what we like or whatever drug,
How about
it was a
this?
problem. They criminalized
The
it.
black man don't get help for the opioid addiction either. He gets locked up.
So okay, so before we move on, let me ask you all this: if we've seen, we're in 2019, if people have seen what the crack has done to addicts and their families, people have seen what opioids have done to them and their families, why do people continually go and use these harsh drugs that ruin their lives?
Escape.
There's other escapes, going on vacation.
No, you can't. It's,
Not everybody can afford it.
Can like a $5-10 escape is much cheaper than a plane ticket.
If you know what an escape does to you, if you've seen people's lives crushed over that escape, why do you still do it?
People become hopeless. They'll do
depression.
things. Yeah, when you're hopeless, down and out, you'll turn to things like that. People are turning to it in form of alcohol and other drugs. It's the same thing. They're not worried about the consequences. They're just in that moment, like you said, trying to escape.
Top selling drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and coffee. That's the top 3 drugs right now.
Coffee will make people sell their homes and sell their cars and steal from their moms.
But they make sure they get their cup every day.
Not really. You can do without coffee.
Now imagine if you cut the
people that drink coffee can say, you know what, I'm not gonna drink coffee today. I'll drink it tomorrow. It's not an addiction like those heavy drugs.
It's an addiction.
I'm not saying it's not an addiction. I'm just saying it doesn't make you do those drastic things.
It's the longest spread out addiction that they got with cigarettes and alcohol.
Let's move on, man. Track number 2, which is called Project Ho. While we on Project Ho, this album cover. What do you think about the album cover? What's your thoughts on the album cover? With his Kangol and his Pumas and his suit.
Red and black Puma, like he was ready for the.
I mean, that was the style back then. That's what they used to rock, the Kangol hats.
Did you own any? Did you own a pair of Pumas back in the days?
Yes, I did. But I owned a pair of Kangol hats because my family's Jamaican.
Sorry, did you ever own a pair of Pumas?
Yeah, I own Pumas.
Were they the suede Pumas or the other leather Pumas?
Suede
Pumas?
Suede Puma. And I owned pairs of corduroys back in the days.
Oof.
Yeah.
They used to make fun of fashions and corduroys.
We wore corduroys.
I used to hate wearing them.
Let's move on, man. Track number 3.
Don't move too fast. You're going to go in flames.
Right, you're going to catch fire.
Yo, track number 3 on the album is called The Bridge, which is a very, very iconic track.
Very iconic.
Oh, what's the backstory on The Bridge?
The war, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Who started the war? Was The Bridge started it first or the other song that started it?
I think, I can't remember. I think MC Shan had mentioned that hip hop started out in the Queensbridge.
They say, yo, how come we mentioned that hip hop was in the Bronx? They just wanted to be riders.
Yeah, he had said something like that, and then after that, Karos One I think went after him and said
Boogie Down Productions.
Yeah, Scott LaRock and them was like, whoa. Hip hop started in the Bronx, my man. It started by DJ Kool Herc. It started up here. It didn't start in the Bridge, and that's what started the whole.
Let's get a verse. Let's get a verse off of The Bridge, man.
Dead dreams, bought and sold. You gotta try and receive your goal.
Wait, hold up. Dead dreams, bought and sold.
Yeah, that happens.
Wow.
I mean, that's the reality of life right now, though. Instagram, what's it selling you? Facebook. Dreams that you really can't fulfill some of these things.
You gotta try and receive your goal. However you do it, however you may. Don't ever listen to what nobody say. Cause I would tell you the deal. You gotta go by what your heart feels. Cause if you don't, you'll be misled by stupid little things put inside your head. I basically think he's telling you, listen, go for yours at the end of the day. Don't listen to what other people gotta tell you. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? And he says, or someone else that you will see, they're trying to lead your destiny. By the time you think about it, you're grown. Then you say, God damn, I gotta leave my home. Grab hold of your heavy chain, which people always pulling, always trying to restrain. You heard just what I said. They're always pulling you back when you want to get ahead. They pull you back because they're not with it. You're talking about school, they talk about quit it. Soon you'll see that time will fly, but you spend most of your out getting high. Thought about it much, much later. Could have went to school, been much greater. But you chose to leave the fate. Now you're sucking on a bone when it should have been steak. The whole purpose of the story I told was mainly to inspire you to reach your goals. Stop walking through life as you are blind. You should reach for your goal, because I'm reaching for mine.
Ooh, let's go, man. Let's get into it, man. Yo, this is track number 3. This is called The Bridge, y'all.
The bridge. Dead dreams, bought and sold. You gotta try and receive your goal. However you do it, however you may. Don't never listen to what nobody's saying. Cause I will tell you the deal. You gotta go by what your heart feels. Cause if you don't, you'll be misled by stupid little things put inside your head. Or someone else that you will see. They're trying to lead your destiny. Grab hold of your heavy chain, which people always pulling, always trying to restrain. You heard just what I said. They're always pulling you back when you want to get ahead. They pull you back cause they're not with it. You talking about school, they're talking about quit it. Soon you'll see that time will fly, but you spent most of it out getting high. Thought about it, much.
Yeah, like that track. That track is very inspirational, man. We're going to move into track number 4 on the album, which is called Kill That Noise. And while we on that, right, some information on that. Who was it, oh?
He got it from that because this came out in '88. Slick Rick shit came out a year later, so he probably did get it.
I was
from
just
that.
doing some research on
She
one of the
caught
verses
She caught it.
within the bridge that Slick Rick had bought. We'll throw it up there so you can see the verse that we're talking about. So, hey man, it ain't biting. People always say that people are
I didn't say it was
biting.
biting.
No, I say you. People always say when somebody use somebody's line is biting. Sometimes it keeps the line alive, yo. Like when you hear lines later, 10 years later, you're like, wow, I heard that before. It keeps these verses alive, man.
Like what that you like to tell the story again and again. People use that.
It keeps you alive. But like what we were saying about Killer Noise, he was the first rapper with a first major record deal on Warner Brothers Records. So he was like the first hip hop artist with a major deal on Warner, which was big. This is back in 87?
87, yeah, 87.
And they wasn't really checking for rap on those charts like that.
Not at all. Rap just started really coming.
You know,
out.
so shout out MC Shan for that. Track number 5, which is called Down by Law. And I read somewhere that MC Shan was featured in one of Nas's songs. I gotta go look for that song, whichever song that was. Let's get a verse off of this.
But this
Down
beat
by
right
Law.
here, this is the beat that Jadakiss used to go at the Beanie Siegel.
Let me hear the beat first. Let's get a verse off. Who got a verse off of this? Down by Law.
Right here, I got. Man said, creeping across the nation like a midnight storm. Always rock a jam every time I perform. Records I make are not distorted. Made in New York and not imported. Have never been known to make an error. Crews see me coming, their hearts fill with terror. Dip out the back when I step on the scene. Watch the back door, you'll see what I mean. I love to rock the party every time I can. My DJ's Marley Marl and I'm MC Shan. We make the freshest damn that you ever heard. Marlin ain't we down? Damn word.
Yo, let's go. Let's get into it, man. Yo, this is track number 5. Yo, this track is called
Down by Law. Listen to that beat.
Across the nation like a midnight storm. Always rock a jam every time I perform. Records I make are not distorted. Made in New York and not imported. Have never been known to make an error. Crews see me coming, their hearts fill with terror. Dip out the back when I step on the scene. Watch the back door, you'll see what I mean. I love to rock a party anytime I can. My DJ's Marley Marl and I am MC Shan. We make the freshest jams that you ever heard. Marlin, ain't we down?
Yo, man, but yo, remember when they did, this is Down by Law, that also reminded me of when they did The Bridge. Remember, MC Shan was also in the Nas album, the QB album, when they did The Bridge 2001.
He's in the video.
He's in the video too? I can't remember seeing the video. I can't remember the video.
He starts it off.
He starts it off?
Yeah.
MC Shan, shout out MC Shan, man. And like O said earlier, this was the beat that Jadakiss used when he came at Beanie Siegel in that iconic battle when they was going at each other, man. That's one of the best battles of all time, man. So that beat,
That was enjoyable.
Marley Marl, shout out on that beat, man. That beat is crazy. We're going to move into track number 6, which is called Left Me Lonely.
Let me get this, man.
You gonna get a verse off of this too?
I
Left
can
Me Lonely?
relate. Let me stop.
Oh,
She left me lonely. You know what I mean? I be crying.
wow. Pretty Boy's getting left lonely now.
Not a pretty boy.
Oh,
What the fuck? What are you
shit.
talking about?
Wow.
Regular dude,
Tell
dude.
how good you are.
Wow.
Good, man. Knuckles on the ground, eh?
Whoa.
On the day she broke out, would you believe I cried?
Nah.
And it hurts so much to think how she lied. I shared everything to the very last penny. Something that really can't do with many. Since this young lady was such a big winner, I treat her all the time to a candlelight dinner.
Ah,
Had violins play a real sweet song, and she never showed a sign that something was wrong. My boy used to say, man, Shan, I'd quit her, but she seems so happy every time I'm with her. We used to hold hands, walk in the rain. What the hell?
whoa! Why you?
Walk in the rain?
What's
Hold
wrong with
hands?
walking in the rain?
I'm holding
I
hands.
saw you and him walking in the rain. What's wrong? So wait, hold on. Don't move on. Oh, you've never had a romantic walk in the rain with a young lady?
Not on purpose. I mean, if it was
Sir, you
raining,
never had
and
a
it
walk in
wouldn't
the
be
rain with a young
romantic.
lady?
We'd be like, yo, let's get the hell out this
No,
rain.
oh,
Yo.
rain is very therapeutic, man. When you walk,
Yeah, when
you
you
can put
watch
a,
it from inside
you
the
can
house.
you can have an umbrella, or you can have raincoats on and what. Sir, you've
Raincoats.
never done that?
I never had no romantic walk. You know, chicks these days. With
Hey, yo, let
they
me
ain't
tell you
trying to
something,
get
Salon.
their
If
hair.
it start raining, you run into your car
Actually,
to
no,
get out the rain.
It's not good to run in the rain.
So you
get
both of
wet.
y'all never had a romantic walk in the rain?
You
Nah.
had a romantic walk?
Yes, multiple times.
Why?
That's it's just yo, man, yo,
It's like multiple times.
multiple
like,
times, man.
Yo, don't let nobody know that.
Oh.
You don't get pneumonia.
Oh.
Yeah, you gonna get sick, bro.
Let's
Take it
go,
easy.
man.
But the rain is therapeutic. I do love standing in the rain.
So what's the difference in standing in the rain and walking in the rain?
I don't have romantic walks in the rain with people. Like
Let's
you
go.
know?
Oh man,
Yeah, that's what made me like, what?
Like, who's gonna stand there in the rain with you?
it's romantic, son.
All right, here we go. We used to hold hands and walk in the rain, and on the days I fell down, she eased my pain. This was too far-fetched to believe. I think that my girl would just up and leave. Imagine that. I just couldn't, because I knew deep down my heart she wouldn't. All of a sudden, a lot of things changed. She started acting funny. I mean, a bit strange. We had little squabbles.
Oh, hold
arguments.
on. That's an MC Light verse too. It couldn't working out. Yo, it just wasn't. It wasn't meant to be. Yo. It just, that's an MC Light verse too.
Yo, I
She
think-
started acting funny. I mean, a bit strange. We had little squabbles, arguments, fights, wild stories in the days and stayed out at nights. I say, baby, where you been for all that time? She cuddle me close and say that I'd be the one that she called her only, but she ran with another man and left
me lonely.
They had to leave me this way.
Yo, man, this is track number 6, man. This is called "Left Me Lonely."
We had such a love that was so strong.
On the day she broke out, would you believe I cried? And it hurt so much to think of how she lied. I shared everything to the very last penny. Something that you really can't do with many. Since this young lady was such a big winner, I treat her all the time to a candlelight dinner. Had the violinist play a real sweet song, and she never showed a sign that something was wrong. My boy used to say, man, Shan, I'd quit her, but she seemed so happy every time I'm with her. We used to hold hands and walk in the rain, and on the days I fell down, she eased my pain. This was just too far-fetched to believe, to thinking my girl would just up and leave. Imagine that, I just couldn't, cause I knew deep down in my heart she wouldn't. All of a sudden, a lot of things changed. She started acting funny, I mean a bit strange. We had little squabbles, arguments, fights, watched stories in the days, and stayed out nights. I say, baby, where you been for all that time? And she'd cuddle me close and say that I'd be the one that she called her only, but she ran with another man and left me lonely.
Girl, why'd you have to leave me that way? I love you to this day, and it hurts to think of the words you used to say.
Nah, I doubt that's him. But yo, this song reminds me of that LL Cool J, "I Need Love" so
Need
much.
love.
I wonder who
You know
made
what's
this song
crazy?
first.
They both came out the same year, right? So this album came out August 8th. That L Cool J Left Me Lonely came out like July 23rd. So they're like 2 weeks apart. But the album, remember, his album was done. Think about it. His album was done. So
Yeah,
he might have
if it came out that
right,
time.
he might have made it. They probably made it around the same time. Cause
Wow.
the same year, just like
They
2
sound
weeks
way
apart.
too similar.
The
I don't think he heard. Then way you never know, but it would have to move. You know, back then to print out them CDs as fast as it wouldn't
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
That
yeah.
shit was already made up.
As vinyl? Vinyls?
Tapes and vinyls, right.
All right, man.
87,
Let's
right?
move on to track number 7. Track number 7 is called "Another One to Get Jealous Of." And while we're here, we're gonna look at some albums. How many albums do you think MC Shan had in his career, Si?
7.
7. How much you think he had? Oh,
5.
he had 4 albums. So his
Damn.
first album was Down by Law. His second album was Born to Be Wild. Third album was Play It Again, Shan. And his last album was Balls Over Bullshit, which actually came out in 2017.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 1987, 1988, 1990, and then 2017. So,
Hey, you must have been really disturbed at the epidemic in hip hop right now.
when did that Nas album, that QB? We gotta find when that QB album. We're gonna research that.
QB album came out in
2001, right?
2000, 2001.
2001.
Well, 2000.
Okay.
Because the Stillmatic came out 2001.
Cinematic came before that, right?
After.
Okay. All right. So now we have this is track number 8, which is called MC Space. Whenever I hear this, I remember what's his name? I had a song called MC Space, that Ice Spice. What's his name? Is it Ice Spice album also?
Never heard of him.
The reggae singer, the reggae
Kamasi?
artist. I'll tell you. I'll put it in the description. So this is our MC Space.
Oh, I ain't Kamosi.
No. Let's get a verse off of MC
Yo, this
Space.
beat
Yo.
remind me of like Pac-Man or something. This remind me of some.
This beat here?
It was
Kind of sped up though. Like, you know how you first start hitting them,
it kind
catch
of
it.
felt like you was in space when you listened to it.
Let me hear it.
Okay, let's go with that. MC Space.
MC Space verse 1. Where I come from, we never heard of bite. We can write the freshest rhymes at the speed of light. On my planets, we're the real McCoy, and it's you Earth MCs that I wish to destroy. When I rhyme, I'm never out of place. I take you on a voyage through the outer space. Every rap I make, you know I'm always sells. I fly the galaxy wearing laser gazelles. Yo, that right there, I was like, yo, some laser gazelles probably.
Those probably the ones that had that reflector. Like, remember they had those gazelles that they looked like they were. Yeah, they had like the reflectors on them.
I can fly from place to place quicker than you can snap. I'm known as the space wizard of rap. Depending on how I feel, it's only for fun. I take my mic off kill and I set it to stun. Yo.
He doing some Star Trek stuff
Yo,
back
for
in the
real,
days,
right?
man. Yo, let's get into this, man. This is track number 8, man. This track is called MC Space.
Where I come from, we never heard of bite. We can write the freshest rhymes at the speed of light. On my planet, with the real McCoy, and it's you Earth MCs that I wish to destroy. When I rhyme, I'm never out of place. I'll take you on a voyage through outer space. Every rap I make, you know it always sells. I fly the galaxy wearing laser gazelles. I can fly from place to place quicker than you can snap. I'm known as a space wizard of rap. Depending how I feel, if it's only for fun, I take my mic off a kill and I set it to stun. Sometimes my rhymes do inflict pain, sends electrical impulses to your brain. In your earthling ears, my rhymes are caught. Transmitted to your brain is what's known as thought. I can see the devastation as I look in your face. Listen to how the DJs rock up in space.
Yeah. So, yo,
came
while we
back.
here, right? He was signed by MCA and he was dropped from MCA, and that's when he signed over to Cold Chillin' Records after that.
Wait, I thought it was, you said Warner he was with. Which one is it?
Well, MCA is still isn't
Under Warner?
isn't under isn't
Oh,
MCA
okay.
under Warner? Warner Brothers Records. Yeah. So while we're here, also Billboard charts. So the Billboard top R&B albums. How far up you think the charts he made it?
Maybe number 7.
In 1987. Oh, Sai, what are you thinking?
Top 100.
You said R&B.
Billboard top R&B album. Okay,
You said
yeah, okay, R&B
You
albums.
didn't say hip hop.
Okay,
Out of
oh,
100,
say 7.
you probably dropped maybe within 49.
He hit 40.
Oh.
He hit 40.
wasn't
And this
popular.
album was also mentioned in some of the best 100 best rap albums.
Mm-hmm.
His made a lot of the 100 best album
Down below.
rap charts. Yep. Let's move into track number 9, second to last track on the album, which is called "Living in the World of
Hip hop, man.
Hip Hop." Started out in the park.
And you can still relate to this track today.
All right, let's get
Even
a
though
verse.
hip-hop
What
is
verse you
not
doing
what
on
it
this?
is.
Verse what?
Going with the second verse.
All right, let's go.
So it says, I am the creator of my hip hop style. with a level of college understood by a child. Hip hop is being moved on one.
Wait, go ahead. What does it mean by that? A level of college understand by a child? What you said?
I am the creator of my hip hop style with a level of college understood by a child.
So, in hip hop, his level is college level.
Okay.
But you could, as a child, they can still understand it.
Almost like Slick Rick.
It's not like, you know, you go to college, you know, they start speaking like a whole nother English. Bigger words, more syllables that you can't put together.
Go
Easy
ahead.
to understand.
I didn't get that line.
Do you get it now?
You ever hear that line where they be like, break it down to me like if I was 6 years old. When you say something complicated, it's like then you kind of come to them as you took. Oh, okay, now I understand.
You got to water it down a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, simplify it. You know what I'm saying?
Simplify it, okay.
Alright, I am the creator of my hip hop style with a level of college understood by a child. Hip hop is being moved in one way course, up and being led by an unseen force. You try to hold it down, won't be no good. The more it gets exposed, the more it gets understood. It's all fantasy, yet all realistic, often complicated, other times simplistic. Thank you. Lyrics so sharp they can cut like a knife. I'm sworn by oath to hip hop life. Less live drums, less guitar strumming. Less guitar strumming. Hip hop is the life of the up and coming. Not by force, by one's own choice. Persuaded by the beat and the MC's voice. There are people who love it across the land, and there's those who think that it should be banned. Well, I say I love it, and it comes from the heart, and I'm very thankful for the day that it got its start. Now that it got started, you see it won't stop, and you'll be living in the world of hip-hop.
Let's get it, man. Yo, this is track number 9. This is verse number 2.
This right here, he like, that put like the staple
on hip-hop?
It's not
going
nowhere.
I heard when I listened to this track, it was like, damn, yo. He pretty much, I feel like he sealed the whole thing. Like, you know, we're going straight that way.
Living in the world of hip hop, y'all.
That's what we're living in.
I am the creator of my hip hop style with a level of college understood by child. Hip child being moved on a one-way course, up and being led by an unseen force. You try to hold it down, won't be no good. The more it gets exposed, the more it gets understood. It's all fantasy, yet all realistic. Often complicated, other times simplistic. Lyrics so sharp they can cut like a knife. I'm sworn by oath to the hip hop life. Live drums, less guitar strumming. Hip hop is the life of the up and coming. Not by force, by one's own choice. Persuaded by the beat and the MC's voice. There are people who love it across the land, and there are those that think that it should be banned. When I say I love it, it comes from the heart. Very thankful for the day that it got its start. Now that it got started, you see it won't stop, and you'll be living in the world of hip hop. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
Ooh, yeah. That's it. Final track on the album. Track number 10 is called The Bridge, and this is the Blender Runners dub.
It's like Marley Marl special like mix or something, right?
And while we're here, before we close out this, we have one rating on ratings this week.
Rating?
All Music gave it 3 stars out of 5.
They don't know music.
They didn't know music at the time. It was a different time.
1987.
It was probably an all-white writer's board or whatever. Who cares? They probably
Y'all know what we're going to do? We're going to take the album. We're going to give it our votes. If it makes it, it's going to make it right up here on Fight Club. Fight Club is looking real good. If it makes it, it's there. If not, we're going to take it, package it up real good, and slide it to the side, man. So, y'all, we'll be back in just a few seconds, all right? Bah. Yes, sir. Back at you again, man. This is Rating of the Barz. Huh?
I'm scared you gonna hit me one day.
Nah, come on, man. I got handwork over here, man. So, as y'all can see,
nothing over there.
Nothing's changed. Down by Law, good album, but it was not good enough to make it up onto Fight Club. Let's go into the votes.
What did you? How much did you
I rated it a 3. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
So why did you give it a 3 out of
Okay, let's get into the album. Now, I'm not much into short albums, number one. So I think the length on the album didn't hit it for me. The rhymes, his rhymes and his verses, I don't think his rhymes and his verses were intricate enough to please me. He had good rhymes, but if I had to like rate his rhyming skills out of a 5, I give him like a 3 out of rhyming skills. Some memorable verses here and there sprinkled out throughout the album. Still very memorable. Most important tracks to me: The Bridge, Kill That Noise, Down by Law. MC Space, I liked it, but I don't think it was one of my favorite tracks. Left Me Lonely was a hard track. Living in the World of Hip Hop was also a pretty good track too.
You just mentioned more than half the album you like.
Memorable? Well, I mean, yes, but still, I mean, I still give it a 3. Of albums that I've had from that era, from 80s and 90s, I really wouldn't go back to this album that much. Not saying it was a bad album. It's just not an album that I would pick up and bump on a regular basis. You know, I still bump a lot of KRS-One, still bump a lot of MC Light, PE. I still bump a lot of PE. But MC Shan, I think he was a inspirational person of what he did with that beef. That was an amazing battle, which should go down as maybe in the top 3 or top 4 battles of all time. You know, that sparked Boogie Down Productions and their career. So he should be credited for Boogie Down Productions' career going the way it went, because when KRS-One replied back to that song, The Bridge, his career took off. But good album, just to me not a great album. Do I own this album? No, I don't own a copy of this album. Would I bump this album right now? Yes, but there are a lot of other albums that I would throw in front of this before I throw this into there. But great cover. Shout out to MC Shan on that cover. Suede Pumas were the shit back in the 80s, man. My brother had mad Suede Pumas, yo. He had like the red, the blue, the green. He was, and with the fat laces too. So shout out to MC Shan for that cover. That cover is iconic, man. So give it a 3. Sai, what you thought the album?
Give it a 4.
4.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Big numbers.
Yeah, it was a big number. Cause you know what, it stood out to me. Like it has so much content that has been passed down through the years in hip hop.
You mean like people that have taken his lines and used them?
His lines, the beats. I mean, the bridge. It has so much like cuts in it, like what DJs use. Like it just seemed like. Shout
out to Marley Marl, man. Marley Marl is a pretty good producer, man. Like, and people don't talk about. Like I said before, we ran through a few albums with Marley Marl production. So shout out to Marley Marl, man. My bad.
The beats, the beats was popping. That's another thing. It's like it didn't seem like beats of the era, kind of like they would just stay in that era.
Okay.
You could use them, like pass them down the line into the years and what.
What's your least favorite song on this album?
A least favorite song?
Track 10, the remix acapella. You think? Which one?
It was, yeah. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't really.
You don't like acapella. You don't like acapella track. You said in the past.
I didn't understand it. I don't say I don't like acapella tracks.
In one of the episodes, you said like it's a waste when you throw in those tracks without.
No, that was on the Paid in Full album.
Mm-hmm.
There was no verses. It was just the beat breaks.
So what's the difference between an acapella track of just verses without beats or a beat track without any verses?
Well, that acapella, it wasn't really just an acapella verse. It was a song that they took out the beat from it and showed you what it was, the platform of the song.
Okay.
What was it, the bridge?
No, that was the bridge. Yeah.
So it just took out the bridge. So you just you could actually fill it in yourself.
Favorite track on the album?
MC Space was kind of like my favorite track.
Do you own this album? Physical copy?
No.
Okay. All right.
What
4?
were you doing in '87? Exactly.
Whenever I ask you guys this, I don't mean
Yeah,
only
got it,
when
right.
it came out. Sometimes you pick up albums later
Later
down the
down the
line.
line.
Yeah, later down the line. So 4.
I give it a 4. It's
Oh.
a good album.
What you
I'm
going
gonna
with?
just say I didn't own the album, but I was able to stream it.
Okay, wait. So you didn't own it back then. How did you listen to it back in the days?
I didn't. I
Is
released.
it the song by song by song?
Yeah, you heard a
Okay.
few songs throughout
years.
through the years, but
Oh,
you know,
what's that?
streaming platform.
What's your rating?
I give it a strong 4.
4. Back fours.
Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
living in the world of hip hop,
That was a good song.
that's pretty much I think that's like the stamp, the key. You know, that right there. He like, yo, I'm setting. It seemed like he put his foot down for the world of hip hop with that track.
Now
Right
you know
there.
what? You're right, because this is 87. It was not yet 88. It was no ain't no half step in there. I don't even know if Rakim had came out yet. Slick Rick, The Great Adventures didn't come out yet.
No.
So you know what I'm saying? When you talk about a
There's-
pioneer that started out, it was MC Shan. You know what I'm saying? He was
Warner
one of the early ones.
Warner Records was big back then too, and for hip hop artists to
One
make
of
it
the
on
early
Warner.
ones to set out the tone, and like you said, living in the world of hip hop, put that stamp. I couldn't agree more. The
Okay.
beats were definitely different. All right, as Marley Marl, you can see he can move around differently with the different what album? He did another album he had already did, and the beats was totally different than these. So he's a great producer. These beats, they can still be bumped today in a way. They kind of have like a few of them have like a disco, like electro kind of beat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's 80s. Disco was still
Yeah.
bumping heavy
Still
back
bumping,
then.
Yeah,
you know?
That's
they
coming out of
definitely
this
used
era.
some of that. And to me, MC Shan, he definitely talked about a few things. Lyrics was on point. It could have been, you know,
It
a
was
little
broad.
bit better subject matter, I think, on different tracks. But overall, he gave us a little bit. He gave us the project whole. He's giving you his environment, which is the project whole. He gave you the girl that, you know,
Broke his heart.
broke his heart. The girl that also became a drug addict, you know what I'm saying? He's giving you a little bit of everything, the world of like, you know, hip hop, everything. So it was a good album to me. And it was, like you said, it's one of those albums that was out there in the front. Without this type of album, who knows what.
Favorite song, favorite track on the album.
Favorite track on the album? Probably be a toss-up between Left Me Lonely
Okay.
and
Did
The
you hit it?
Bridge.
And the bridge.
Because The Bridge, I just remember hearing it from
What
Ray-
about it? Y'all, both y'all didn't speak about the length of the album. Y'all always talk about
I mean, it
how
was
y'all like
voiced
the
at
length of the album.
No, I'm never the one. You're
45
the
minutes.
one that always talk about you like long albums. Now let me tell you something. You just said 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna give you another album that you like that's about the same time.
Okay. Reasonable Doubt.
No, Wu-Tang
this time?
Clan. Wu-Tang Clan.
How long was that album?
36 Chambers.
How long was that album?
It's around the same time. You
That's-
said it's
that's-
45 minutes. I can
40,
look it up
45
right now.
minutes and 3 seconds.
Okay, go ahead. That's I gave it a 4. That's
All right, so that's it, man. Y'all heard that? Old Bills gave it a strong
And another
4.
thing, hold on. When you say his rhymes wasn't like too intricate,
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't too much intricate rhyming in his era.
You can't say that.
He was
KRS-One
just-
was around that era.
And they were
Public Enemy was around
stating
that era.
the way they rapped. They were stating like
EPMD
showing-
was around that
showing
era.
Bravado.
LL Cool J was around that era.
No, so it was like they were showing like bravado on the
No,
track.
no, LL Cool J was a bravadory person.
Exactly,
But
he
but
was.
Public Enemy wasn't a bravadory group. They had
wasn't.
intricate rhymes. Slick Rick had intricate rhymes in his rhyming scheme. Yes, my man.
But in '88,
I just mean when I say that, I just mean it.
87.
I just mean
87.
I just mean it as when you guys say sometimes when you like the Nas, they ain't like. This is O's line. They ain't saying nothing. That's his words. He's always using. They ain't saying nothing. That's how I feel about this album. Yes, he had some stuff he was saying,
He was saying stuff.
but there was some that was just kind
It was
of fell flat.
straightforward.
All right, we gonna move into the final segment of the show, which is called Barz of the Titans. So while we're here, what track we going with today, fellas?
Going to the west side.
We're going to West Side. Oh, this is gonna be
Long
interesting.
Beach, LBC.
LBC, who's on this track, side?
Uncle Snoop. This is Uncle Snoop.
Who else?
Dre.
Auntie Snoop.
Auntie Snoop.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Cooking with Martha.
You can't disrespect Snoop, man.
Not disrespect.
Why you say Auntie Snoop?
Cause he was
You always
wearing
got
a
that head.
You
thing.
can't- no.
He always looked like somebody's aunt, and he be looking at.
I ain't gonna have y'all disrespecting Snoop on the
You
show.
ever seen the memes?
Yeah.
No, he was.
I see it, but don't call him on. Don't. I ain't gonna say what he just said.
You about to say Auntie
Snoop. Snoop. I apologize.
You, dog. Sorry,
I apologize. Whose track is this?
This is Dre's track, right? Or is it? No, this is from the
Off the
this is
movie.
a movie. This is a movie soundtrack.
So this track is called Deep Cover. This track is featuring Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
Title track.
But before we get up out of here, Sai, what you got for the people?
I want y'all to live life. Don't be held down by the anchors of other people. Live, love, and move forward. Progress.
All right, positiveness.
Don't succeed.
What you got on that playlist this week? Nothing. You ain't bumping nothing. Your man from the Migos just dropped the album Father 4.
Offset and Gunna just dropped the album too. I was listening a little bit of that Gunna, but I haven't.
Your man Biggs Burke is running around promoting his
St. Andrews, St. John's,
St. John. What's up with that?
St. John.
What's his name?
That's his name.
Saint Laurent, whatever. Yeah,
St. John.
album's hard.
Biggs have an album?
No, Biggs is promoting this guy. I think he's managing him or something like that. Shout out to Biggs, man. I want to say shout out Biggs, man. Came up with the Rockefeller, man. Gave us Rockefeller. Went to jail, did that time, came out, and you ain't skipped a beat, man. You came back on here. I see you all over the gram doing this, doing that. Shout out to you,
I want
Biggs,
to give
man.
a shout out to Cameron, man. I want to give a shout out to Killer Cam, because he's the last man standing, man. He's not apologizing to nobody.
Oh.
Shout out to Cam.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't got to apologize.
Hold on.
Come talk to me, Dave. We're going to talk about it, man. Yo, man, you want to apologize? Send me an apology while you
that
at it.
invite to that Rock Nation party.
Man, forget that brunch, man. It ain't all that.
It was all that.
And you know what? That's why I can't post it the next day. I'm the last man
So
standing.
y'all don't believe in a man saying he's wrong and making amends? Y'all don't believe in
stick
that?
to your guns.
Not that man. Any other man, but that man.
Go down in the blaze of
Go in the blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Yo, throw the gasoline over yourself like that man.
Yo, man, this is.
Shout out to Killer Cam.
This is.
You're opening that Jiffy Lube in your name.
This is Barz of the Titans. This track is called Deep Cover. This is verse number 2. This is Snoop Doggy
That's what he
Dogg's verse.
said, right? He said he'd rather work at Jiffy. I'd rather work at Jiffy.
Can we get the verse,
I ain't
man?
never been one to do what everybody else is doing. Woo. Creep with me as I crawl through the hood. Maniacs, lunatic.
Call me Snoop Eastwood.
Kicking dust as I bust. Fuck peace. And
You never see me with police.
and the motherfucking punk police.
Oh.
You already know I give a fuck about a cop. So why in the fuck would you think I would stop? Plot. Yeah, that's what we about to do. Take your ass on a mission with the boys in blue. Dre, what up, Snoop? Yo, I got the feeling tonight's the night. Like Betty Wright, and I'm chilling. Killing.
Tonight's the night. Ooh, remember that song from Betty Wright? Ooh. Old school. Oh, y'all too young for that. Let's go, man.
I know Tonight's the Night by Redman.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking about.
let's go, man.
Yeah, tonight's the night like Betty Wright, and I'm chilling, killing, feeling no remorse. Yeah, so let's go straight to the motherfucking source and see what we can find. Crooked ass cops that be getting niggas a gang of time. And now they want to make a deal with me, scoop me up and put me on their team and chill with me and make my pockets bigger. They want to meet me tonight at 7 o'clock. So what up, nigga? So what you want to do? What you want to do? I got my gauge, a Uzi, and a motherfucking 22. So if you want to blast, nigga, we can buck them. If we stick them, then we stuck them. So fuck them. I can feel it.
Ooh, yo, let's get into this, man. This is Deep Cover featuring Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre. That's Out of God. That's Old Bugs. It's the boy Onslaught Tree. We gonna see y'all next week, alright? Peace.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car. Creep with me as I crawl through the hood. Maniac, lunatic, call him Snoop Eastwood. Kicking dust as I bust, fuck peace. and the motherfucking drunk police. You already know I give a fuck about a cop, so why in the fuck would you think that it would stop? Plot, yeah, that's what we's about to do. Take your ass on a mission with the boys in blue. Dre, what up, Snoop? Yo, I got the feeling, tonight's the night like Betty Wright, and I'm chillin', killin', feelin', no remorse, yeah. So let's go straight to the motherfucking source and see what we can find. Crooked ass cops that be getting niggas a gang of time, and now they wanna make a deal with me. Scoop me up and put me on they team and chill with me, and make my pockets bigger. They wanna meet with me tonight at 7 o'clock.
So what's up, nigga?
What you wanna do?
What you wanna do?
I got the gauge, a Uzi in my motherfucking 22. So if you wanna blast, nigga, we can buck 'em. If we stick 'em, then we stuck 'em. So fuck.
Yeah, and yeah, don't stop.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car.
Yeah, and yeah, don't stop.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car. 6:45 was the time on the clock when